Hi, welcome back to Every Note Counts. If you're here, you've clearly run out of things to watch on YouTube. We're going to start a series of videos, 5 total, where we're going to go through each of the 5 pentatonic boxes, and we're going to look at the major and minor chords you can make within those pentatonic boxes. This is something that I'm practicing and trying to get better at, and so as I document this journey, practice how to move between these chords and licks, I want to share this with you and hope that you can benefit from this as well. But first,
shameless plug!
Please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you'd like to know when I release videos in the future. Most of us dream of playing crazy awesome lead solos and maybe stay away from rhythms and chords. Bro, I only solo. But when you're playing by yourself or in a band, it's helpful to know how to move between chords and riffs seamlessly. As intermediate players, we should know the C, A, G, E, and D-shaped chords at the nut of the guitar. If we know these, then we should also be able to move those fairly easily throughout the fretboard. And so basically what we're doing today is starting a series where we use the cage system and combine that with the pentatonic boxes to move between chords and between riffs. So let's look at those 5 boxes and let's look at what chords we can use within them to kind of broaden our understanding of how to mix chords and melodic progressions. For this first video, we're going to look at pentatonic box 1 and show a major and a minor chord that we can make within it. Pentatonic box 1 looks like this. We're all familiar with it, but do we know how to make major and minor chords within it? We'll start off with pentatonic box 1 today, and we'll cover the other boxes in future videos. But everyone should know box 1, and if you know how to make an E chord at the nut and make that E-shaped chord an E minor, and you know how to make a G chord at the nut, then we can look at how to use box 1 of the pentatonic scale and use those 2 shapes at pentatonic box 1. I've kind of covered this before in another video, but I wanted to go through all 5 pentatonic boxes, so I'm starting back at box 1 to show how we can utilize that and mix in chords. At the very least, maybe you'll like the riffs and have something to walk away with without having to meddle in all of the chords and mixing it together. So if that's not for you, no problem. For the rest of us though, let's take a look at how we can mix chords and lead work within pentatonic box 1. For this first lick, we're going to start off by playing box 1 on the 5th fret. And within that shape, we're going to find this G chord. That's the G chord shape. But no one plays like that because it's difficult. So you can play the top half, you can play the bottom half. Well, we're going to start off by using the deepest 3 strings. So on the 8th fret of the deep E string, hit that note, then the 7th fret of the A string, and then the 5th fret of the D string. So this is a C major chord that we're playing. So we'll hit that, and then we're going to go into some muting. And I'm prepping myself for a slide up from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the A string. I'm going to use my ring finger to make that slide so I can come back to the 5th fret with my pointer finger. So that's on the A string, 7 to 5, back up to 7, and then from 5 to 7 on the D string. So, and then from 7 to back to 5 on the D string, and then down to 7 on the A string. Then down to the 5th fret on the A string. And that sets us up for going to the next chord, which is going to be an A minor on the 5th fret, again using this box 1 of the pentatonic scale. And what we're going to do is after we hit that, do another mute it 3 times. And that's going to set us up for a downstroke and some quick hammer-ons. So hit a double stop at the D string and the G string on the 5th fret. quickly hammer on to the 7th fret of the D string. So we're going to do that several times, or technically twice. And then just hit the double stop. So on the A string, pick up the 7th fret, and then come back to that double stop on the 5th fret of the D string and the G string. The third lick, we're going back to this G-shaped chord, which is a C major. And we're going to mute, and we're going to end up doing a double stop right here at the 9th fret, 9th fret of the G string, and the 8th fret of the B string. So slide up to the 9th fret and the 8th fret, G string, B string, and just slide down to the 7th and then the 5th fret on the G string. Which perfectly sets us up to bar the 5th fret on the G string, B string, and E string, and then pick up the 6th string, which is going to be the A minor root right there on the 5th fret, deep E string, and then ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string. For the last lick, we're back to this A minor sound. We're going to do double stops on the 5th fret, quick hammer on to the 7th fret of the A string. So 5th fret of the A string and D string, quick hammer on, pull off, then move to the double stop on the D string and the G string. So 5th fret of the D string and G string, hammer on to the 7th fret of the D string, pull off. So it sounds like this so far. Then just do a walk down on the A string, 7th, 5th, and then that sets us up for going back to this major G shape on the root, with the root on the 8th fret. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when future videos get released. Until next time, make every note count.